G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, with all this doom and gloom on the coronavirus and, will we be here next week or will we be, 6 foot under? No good to worry about this stuff. Whatever happens, happens. And at the end of the day, if you do get, confined to your house for 20, 30, 40 days, well, what could be better than get down the workshop and having a play around? And I haven't even got coronavirus and I'm already down here. I'm just, getting in early. No, you shouldn't joke about these things. It's pretty serious. But, life is shit that happens and you just have to go with the flow. So what am I doing? Well, remember I got this thing from Bangor, this little flame liquor engine, and it didn't run too good and I had to make modifications. The flywheel was weaving around and the metho pot was not in the right spot. Anyway, the other day I got it going. And it seemed pretty good. And the other day I got it out thinking, I'll fire this thing up again. Do you think I'll get this little bastard thing to go? No way. And the more I looked at it, the more I realised there are still things wrong with it. And one of the major things is the this is the bit that goes on the the crank, the counterbalance weight. It's aluminium. What's that going to do? Stuff all. But the problem is it weaves around like a bloody drunken man on a windy day. And I'm making up a new one. So I've got some home cast aluminium and I've been machining and this is where it's great. You got a lathe, you can get down the shed and waste hours. You can have time of your life just get away from life and do what you want. So I'm machining this. While I was doing this, you make a lot of mess and it's part of the workshop thing with the metal lathe. There's always going to be mess. And for a long time now I thought, well, I really should do a video on something the old man showed me. He was a motor mechanic all his life and forever, day in and day out, they were washing down filthy engines and washing parts and did a lot of cleaning. There's one thing he taught me, and I'll show you what it is. And it's quite useful. Okay, here's the mighty Chinese lathe. I've been doing all the machining on this morning, making up a new part for that, I think it's SH01 flame liquor engine. No one seems to sell that thing much these days. I think it was more trouble than it was worth. You can get it to run. I'm going to have another go at this little mother. And I actually thought about converting it to a different action, as far as the valve opening and closing, but I'm going to stick with what's there. Anyway, here's the old Chinese lathe. Been working hard. Bit of home cast aluminium. Once again, save yourself a fortune. And this is where the tip the old man showed me, and I've always done it and stuck with it, comes in, Your four-way tool post holders is a good example. They always get covered in crap and they're hard to clean and they're a pit. They're great. They work well, but they're a pain in the arse. You get all this aluminium everywhere and the vacuum cleaner doesn't always get it out. Oh, by the way, here's the world's cheapest parting off blade holder, which I did a video on years ago, and this has got to be the best parting off blade holder in the world, no doubt about it, and the cheapest. No overhang, or as much overhang as you want, and it will part off anything. And even if you've got a weak tool post, chatter will be reduced to a minimum with this. This works brilliantly. Go back to my old videos and check it out. It's awesome. Okay. So what's the big deal? I'm going to show you. Well, we'll go back to the bench again, and I'll show you how I can clean this up in seconds. Okay, one thing that we always have in the workshop when the old man was, working from home for a while, and we did lots of car repairs and forever washing down stuff. And you always had this tin, wash parts, petrol. And it wasn't clean petrol, it's all your old used petrol, you wash stuff down and, it looks like that after a while. It looks pretty gross, doesn't it, It's actually still okay. All of the, you reuse it, all of the nasty bits like, well, I'll show you. Here's the four-way tool post holder. Dunk it in it. Give it a bit of a slosh around. Oh, I should have taken a bloody... Yeah, it would have been better if I'd taken out the parting off lathe anyway. We'll tip in some more juice. Bit of a shake. Pull her out. And she's as clean can be. Look at that. No mess, no problem whatsoever. Okay, what's so miraculous about that? Well, it was easy. Look, you know, we just used this old petrol, and the secret ingredient of this is that all that dirty old petrol, which most people throw out, you know, they'll wash up and down, and then they'll chuck it out and tip it down behind the shed or somewhere. They won't keep it. They're throwing out one of the best things in the workshop. What's so good about it? Well, I'll get out the bits. There's a bit more. There's some more bits in there somewhere. Here, there you go. Shim. That's it. Okay, what's the secret ingredient? Well, the secret ingredient is going to prevent rust on that. Now that that's been in there, that will not rust, because within your petrol or your kerosene, there's going to be a certain amount of oil. Okay, it's got a bit of rust in there, but that's of no consequence. It won't cause rust. It's just dirty looking petrol. So what I'm saying is, if you've got stuff you want to clean, and you want to put it in the shelf or put it in the drawer, you don't want it to rust, don't wash it with plain petrol. If you have to use clean petrol, put a teaspoonful of engine oil in it. And if you're smart, you won't throw the old oil out, or the old petrol out at all. You'll keep it. And what will happen is, overnight, all of the nasties, the bits of machining and aluminium or whatever, they'll all sink to the bottom. And in about 50 years' time, you'll finish up with a tin like this that's probably got about half full of metal contaminants in the bottom. But that doesn't matter. For just cleaning up stuff like this off of a lathe, rough cleaning stuff, you know, car engine parts or whatever, nothing fine. You would never wash ball races or bearings and stuff like this. You'd use a cleaner, or, you know, 100% clean agent. We primarily use petrol, but I mean, you can use what you want. But for anything non-critical, you know, non-precision as far as bits rubbing on bits, keep your old petrol wash and put it back into a tin and save it for later, because, yeah, as I said, it will stop rust, save you money, save you, you know, getting out fresh petrol every time, and it'll do just as good a job of cleaning most stuff as clean petrol. Okay, sounds pretty basic, but most people don't think of it. They just wash out the parts, throw out the petrol, probably contaminate the bloody soil. And this way you don't cause any contamination, and if it's really, really, really past its use by date, we just tip it in the drum with the used engine oil and take it down to the recycle depot next time you take it down, which is what you should be doing. No way you should be pouring petrol or oil into the soil, or really, I know it goes on. People do these things, but we've all been there. Anyway, there's the tip for the day. Save yourself some money. Look at that. Stop rust. Clean up parts easy, and yeah, save the planet. All right, that's it from me. I hope you all get through this coronavirus thing okay. It might be a bit overblown. It's killing people, but if you're fit and healthy, well, hopefully we'll all be right. And yep, you know, stock up on essential supplies. I got 2 months worth of beer. I should be right. And I got some toilet paper. They've got a toilet paper sort of stampede in Australia here. I don't know why. Maybe they're going to, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I mean, but anyway, we'll get through this, and all the best to everybody, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.